Hello students, welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So dear students, allow me take this opportunity that is to look at some of the thematic concerns that we have in God Sees the Truth But Waits, that is by Leo Tolstoy. So remember in our previous video, we said something about Leo Tolstoy, who is the author and also Russian. So we're also able to look at that is the relevance of the title to some of the things that happen, some of the events that we have in the story. Then uh, apart from that, we were also able to look at the plot summary of the story, that is God Sees the Truth But Waits. So in this session, I'd like us to look at some of the major issues that are raised, some of the major issues or the thematic concerns that are raised from this story. So the first major one that I want us to look at is the theme of wrongful conviction and imprisonment. So remember, when we talk about wrongful conviction and imprisonment, uh, it takes us back to a merchant who is from Vladimir, who is falsely accused and convicted. So the name is Ivan Dmitrich Aksionov. Now, something about this issue is that the values of honesty, truth, and justice are tested through the story. So Ivan Aksionov comes out to question the essence of these values. If he suffers in prison, caves of Siberia under wrongful conviction and subsequent incarceration for 26 years. So remember, he is uh, convicted. He is convicted uh, of murdering a merchant who we are told is from, that is, Ryazan, and robbing him of 20,000 rubles. So mistaken identity runs through this story. Ivan Dmitrich is arrested for spending a night with an accusant of, that is, who is a fellow merchant, at the inn. Then he leaves before dawn. So this is because the merchant is killed during the night by a thug who hides the knife in Ivan's bags. So this is what makes the police officer arrest him on suspicion. That is after he had left. So we are told that uh, he was having a rest as the horses were being fed. So as the at the story, sorry, at the story's beginning, Ivan Aksionov is characterized by dynamic character and setting. So he is lost in liquor, but later starts a business and owns two shops. So we are told that he is lost in liquor. He is a drunkard and also a loafer. So he lives and loses his home, family, and his freedom. So the story sends the message that none of these things matters in the long run. The concept of the and context of the truth. So Ivan Aksionov learns the hard way that when the chips are down, nothing remains except God, and that is God at his side, who knows the truth. So truth again depends on the context. It is true that the bloody knife is found in his bags, and that he had slept close to a fellow merchant, but then it is not true that he killed him. So by the end of the story, Aksionov had that is has an opportunity to be free and return home, but he no longer desires to leave the prison, but only hopes for his last hour to come, that is death. So Ivan is a man who seems to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. He is unlucky, mentally strong, and religious. So he is unfortunate because he is sentenced to prison for 26 years for a murder that he did not commit. He is also mentally strong because he can endure many tragic events, such as losing his home and business. So that is how unlucky. So that is what wrongful conviction is all about. So we also have got another thematic concern here. That is, it is about faith and devotion. So we are told that finally Ivan Aksionov displays a strong religious devotion, that is by growing closer to God during difficult times. But however, at the story's end, he only seems to care about his faith and being close to God. So everything now doesn't matter to him. So Ivan relies on God as he is the only constant in his life. So at the end of the story, he has no desire to return home. His only wish is to be with God. Then again, we also told that at the story's beginning, Ivan and his wife don't have the best relationship as he lives for uh, Nizhny fair even after his wife asks him to do what? To stay. So later, she doubts his innocence after he is convicted of murder. So Faith keeps Ivan Aksionov going after losing everything, being charged with murder and sent to prison in Siberia. So he could have completely given up, but he instead leans on his faith in God. So we also have got another issue here, that is innocence versus guilt. So Aksionov is falsely accused and convicted of murder and theft despite his innocence. So the true killer, who is Makar Semyonich, ultimately confesses to the crime, highlighting the theme of guilt and the possibility of wrongful conviction, again, as we also uh, you know uh, discussed in the previous theme, that is wrongful conviction. So there is also the theme of redemption. So Makar Semyonich ultimately seeks Aksionov's forgiveness and redemption for his actions, expressing remorse for the suffering he caused him. So Ivan Dmitrich Aksionov forgives Makar, illustrating the power of forgiveness and the ability for individuals to change for the better. So we can also discuss, the theme of justice and fairness. That is justice, justice and fairness. So in the story and throughout the story, Ivan Aksionov faces an unjust legal system. That is a legal system that is not just. So being convicted based on fabricated evidence, and that was about the knife that was found in his bag. So the theme of justice and fairness is like highlighted by the contrast between Ivan Aksionov's punishment and Makar's Semyonich's lack of consequences for his crime. So we can also talk about that is sacrifice and selflessness. That is, Aksionov makes a sacrifice for the that is for the well-being of Makar Semyonich by not exposing him, and Makar's guilt leads him to make sacrifices to try uh, to make amends. So we can also maybe talk about the passage of time. That is, the story spans a period of 26 years, and its protagonist experiences significant aging and change over the time. So the theme of the passage of time serves to illustrate the effect of the incarceration on persons' physical and emotional well-being, as well as the effect of time on memories, feelings, and relationships. So that marks the end of the session, dear students. Until next time, bye.